It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we've got a showdown in the NFC West. It's the Niners and the Cards, coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun and State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Arizona Cardinals. Brandon Garden with Charles Davis. CD, big changes underfoot here in the desert for 2023. Most notably, new coaching staff. But I guess change seems inevitable when you come off a 4-13 season, does it not?
Absolutely. I think you're perfectly on track with that. And I think some of the change is going to be on offense, where they were a little more wide open. But now, a bit more buttoned up, I would anticipate. And on defense, head coach, that's his background. I think he's going to throw a lot of different things at teams, trying to keep his team in contention.
Then for the visiting 49ers, they're exciting on the offensive side of the ball, but it's the defense that really provides a lot of stability. They were second by a whisker to the Bills in total defense a year ago.
And they have all pro-caliber players at all three levels, all capable of taking over a game.
Now the big leg of Matt Prater ready to get this one started. And off we go on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. The Niners offense set to go to work. And it's last year's revelation, Brock Purdy, who leads them out in season number 2 from Iowa State.
And there's a word that constantly gets thrown around with this guy when you talk to anyone in the building. Potential. They are sky high on what they believe he can grow into in the role of a starting quarterback. In addition, there are plenty around the league who think that as well. And years from now, he can still be leading this offense out.
What a pickup this man was last year. It's Christian McCaffrey. He's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. Second down now.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And Debo going to have a Niners first down as the tackle made up near the 35.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Samuel. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. That's Zaven Collins into the backfield with ease and making the stick.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Purdy will set up to throw it here. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And 3rd and 8 now.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game. And you know you create those great mismatches, throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it. It really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. A big 3rd down play there for the Niners. 41 yards.
Let's just call it as we just saw it right there, a breakdown defensively. Seems like no one went with the tight end, and no one really did. Had all sorts of space in the middle of the field. Yeah, everyone else was covered, but he was not. Big play results.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
This 2nd and 4. Purdy. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. And the 49ers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. Now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in. They're getting something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone.
Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
And the ball situated at the 9, 2nd and goal. Shotgun now with Purdy. Over the middle to Kittle, complete. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. Such a long drive here. 3 points. That would be a disappointment, but I don't know if you can go for it here, can you?
Well, you know, the defense was really giving them a lot all the way downfield, and now they've stiffened. Forget that bend, don't break. Now they don't even want to let them get a yard, do they? So in this spot, you remember what the coaches told us before the ball game?
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Got it inside the 10. Still not a first yet. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. The Cardinals offense set to take over for the first time, and they are piloted by their 5th-year quarterback, 2-time Pro Bowler as well, Kyler Murray.
Drafted with the idea that he'd be one of the most dangerous quarterbacks in the NFL when he put it all together. We've been seeing that progress throughout his career. This guy's legs, we knew they were phenomenal. Arm, top-notch. But now we're seeing his mind come into the game. Reed's defense is better and better each and every week, and is showing patience as a passer as well. Not as eager to exit the pocket, finding guys downfield for bigger plays.
Now the veteran workhorse, here's James Conner. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. Conner going to get it again on 2nd down. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the 2nd down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. To throw is Murray. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. And a fair catch called for and taken right on the midfield stripe. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he will find his man, Samuel. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. They got 29 yards that time.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Purdy to throw it on first down. And incomplete. But prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal. That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown 49ers. Brandon Ayuk from 19 yards away. And the Niners will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
Moody good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So that drive, 4 plays. And it was Brandon Ayuk capping it off with a touchdown reception. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And Greg Dortch now to return it. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Connor going to get it again on 2nd down. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. They'll try and run for it with Connor. And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
And now Murray's going to set up the throw. And that one's going to come up a little short. It's incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try to hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
Now a 2nd and 10. Murray now. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Here's Murray. And the Niners get there and bring him down. The Nick Bosa so quick on the outside. He gets in there to bring him down.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10.
Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10
at the 20. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. So no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Here's 2nd and 10. Purdy looking to throw. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown.
An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
Now Matt Prater for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5.
Out of the gun, Purdy. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math.
Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Play action. Now Purdy. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. These two teams all tied after one. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Purdy. Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. And the Cards will have solid field position here as they take over at the 45-yard line.
And that's now the second time he's picked up a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. It's Connor as they stay on the ground. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
What a way to start a drive. An excellent run, a tone setter, and now if you want to take a shot on 2nd down and go play action and make it look like the same exact play and throw it over the top, you can do so because you've established the run in a big way.
Connor going to get it again on 2nd down. Fights him off. And he'll go down shy of 40 at the 41. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive linemen said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
Murray now on 1st down. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the 49ers are going to take over at their own 41. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. And he'll start by handing this off to McCaffrey. And he'll...
Choose the team you want to start your franchise with. Continue ahead to begin your franchise. Use the options on the left to edit league settings or change your role to a player or owner.
The 49ers on the clock now. The San Francisco 49ers are now on the clock. Now on the clock, the San Francisco 49ers. It's now the San Francisco 49ers pick. They're up. The 49ers on the clock now. The San Francisco 49ers are now on the clock. Now on the clock, the San Francisco 49ers. It's now the San Francisco 49ers pick. They're up. The 49ers on the clock now. The San Francisco 49ers are now on the clock. Now on the clock, the San Francisco 49ers. It's now the San Francisco 49ers pick. They're up. The 49ers on the clock now. The San Francisco 49ers are now on the clock. Now on the clock, the San Francisco 49ers. It's now the San Francisco 49ers pick. They're up. The 49ers on the clock now. The San Francisco 49ers are now on the clock. Now on the clock, the San Francisco 49ers. It's now the San Francisco 49ers pick. They're up. The 49ers on the clock now. The San Francisco 49ers are now on the clock. Now on the clock, the San Francisco 49ers. It's now the San Francisco 49ers pick. They're up. The 49ers on the clock now. The San Francisco 49ers are now on the clock. Now on the clock, the San Francisco 49ers. It's now the San Francisco 49ers pick. They're up. The 49ers on the clock now. The San Francisco 49ers are now on the clock. Now on the clock, the San Francisco 49ers. It's now the San Francisco 49ers pick. They're up. The 49ers on the clock now. The San Francisco 49ers are now on the clock. Now on the clock, the San Francisco 49ers. It's now the San Francisco 49ers pick. They're up. The 49ers on the clock now. The San Francisco 49ers are now on the clock. Now on the clock, the San Francisco 49ers. It's now the San Francisco 49ers pick. They're up. The 49ers on the clock now. The San Francisco 49ers are now on the clock. Now on the clock, the San Francisco 49ers. It's now the San Francisco 49ers pick. They're up. The 49ers on the clock now. The San Francisco 49ers are now on the clock. Now on the clock, the San Francisco 49ers. It's now the San Francisco 49ers pick. They're up. The 49ers on the clock now. The San Francisco 49ers are now on the clock. Now on the clock, the San Francisco 49ers. It's now the San Francisco 49ers pick. They're up. The 49ers on the clock now. The San Francisco 49ers are now on the clock.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game,
a new season of NFL football is here, and we're off in 2023 on EA Sports. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. The Steelers offense set for their first possession here, and it's Kenny Pickett who will lead the way, the second-year man, Charles, from Pitt.
Pickett didn't quite lead Pittsburgh to the promised land in his first season as the hometown kid and franchise quarterback, but he did impress once he got on the field. Winning 7 games helped keep the vaunted streak of non-losing seasons alive in the Steel City.
Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
At the 27-yard line.
They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 23 yards the pickup there. A first carry for Tyler Algier. The tackle by Quincy Williams. Well, these Steelers, Charles, 9-8 a year ago. Their quarterback, Kenny Pickett, made 12 starts as a rookie. Do you see a jump coming, both for him and potentially for this franchise?
I do, and I trace it back to a December game against Baltimore in 2022. Kenny Pickett made some big plays down the stretch to give Pittsburgh a victory. Plus, the Steelers have added some nice pieces around him, and they'll be able to protect him even better in 2023.
Third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on third down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. They'll be led out by someone who has proved doubters wrong his entire career. MVP runner-up a season ago, Jalen Hurts.
Tremendous production in college at 2 different universities, and this is a guy who was a finalist for the Heisman Trophy. Still much more of a runner than a thrower, but has plenty of arm and is capable of making the big throws downfield. And don't underestimate his ability to think the game. Remember, he's the son of a coach.
And he'll be out right at the 35. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. From the 35, here's 2nd and 9. Here's Hurts to throw. That's complete. It's Collins. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
I know some guys that love to start the year off with a deep shot downfield, trying to begin things with a home run ball. That might be the more exciting option, but I think that this was the smarter play.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
At the 47-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 47 now, they work with a 2nd and 7. Throwing is Hurts. And this is incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now hold everything here because this is about the last guy that they would want to see shaken up. Quarterback Jalen Hurts in some discomfort. Boy, fingers crossed here. First quarter of a new season, already an injury. And while they attend to him, we'll step aside. A first down carry by Elliott. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Hurts sets up to throw it. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. 5 yards that time out of the scramble, but now they're looking at a 4th down situation. Tucker's kick is good, and the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Peoples-Jones going to elect not to run this out, and they'll begin at the 25. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their 2nd offensive possession. And one of the things we like to hit on every year are the new rule changes, and we got a few for 2023. A lot are procedural, having to do with deadlines and roster construction and such, but 2 kind of caught my eye, Charles. This is caught at the 20. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 56 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Pickett will look to throw it here. He's got his man. It's Andrews. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than 1 tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
And the Steelers are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal.
Almost felt like the lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st and goal, expect them to tackle right here on this play.
And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. Algier. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there's a 49er who's in some discomfort. Boy, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Looking to throw. Pickett. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Andrews. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Great defense there on 3rd and goal. They took away everything. Forced him to fire that one to the sideline where no one could get it.
So on 4th down here, Mike Tomlin says, let's just get 3. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is right there. It's good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. And more, he's going to sit on this one, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their 2nd drive. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10.
It got his man complete. A big play there for the Niners. 41 yards.
It's got to feel good to hit on one of these in the first quarter of a brand new season. They're hoping this duo can really make some noise this year. And this is a great start. A big play here early in the ball game.
The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A big play that time on the catch and run. 31 yards. A chance for a first touchdown drive of the year. It's first and goal. That would give to the big fullback use check. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
Second and goal from the 1. Oh, the sneak, it's Hurts. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Oh, the sneak, it's Hurts. And this time he breaks the plane. He's in for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the 49ers have now taken the lead.
Partner, that was simply an example of getting low, wasn't it?
It was indeed. And for the quarterback, so they get low the line. They did their job. Is the quarterback's job just to find a crease and dive?
Find a crease and just get in there. Ordinarily, you start low yourself, get low behind that offensive line. But sometimes they do such a great job, you can almost fall forward and find the crease for a touchdown.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is now 10-3. The 49ers ready to kick it away. And here we go. Peoples-Jones going to elect not to run this out, and they'll begin at the 25. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. 10-3 our score after 1 here on EA Sports. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. As they've got it as we resume action. Here's Pickett. Yet again, targeting and finding Mark Andrews. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Off the play fake, here's Pickett. That is caught. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A very solid gain of 27. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Off play action, Pickett. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Will Anderson, that is one that he will remember. His first career sack in his first career game in the National Football League. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. So the completion good for 7 there. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. The throw right side here going to be incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated. Here's a diving catch right side. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down.
When I played in the yard as a kid,
I used to imitate the spectacular catches that I would see on TV. I don't think I ever imitated one quite that well.
Come on, give yourself some credit.
Nah, I know better. What we just saw there, that was pretty special.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down. From the 42-yard line, here's second down and 7.
They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. This offense so far on third down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away.
And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds back near their own 20. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They'll stick with Algier.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
On 1st and 10, it's Algier.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made by Zaire Franklin.
2nd and 10. Back to throw. Pickett.
A short throw caught by Andrews. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle. That's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Here's Algier again on 2nd down.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Slings it to Andrews, and it's complete. The tight end has it. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
In today's NFL, we're accustomed to the tight end getting downfield and creating plays and wreaking a little havoc in the secondary. Not on this one, though. They diagnosed that one really well.
Tried the dump off, lost yardage. The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
San Francisco's offense returns to the field as we eke closer and closer to intermission. Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Trucks over him, and he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll run for it with Achane. Skirts by him at the 35. And he's going to have a Niners first down as the tackle made at about the 38.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Strong run, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak.
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
Hurts throw pulled in by Kittle. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
At the Steelers' 46-yard line.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. That's to the left sideline and incomplete.
But a great coach has said football is a really simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. He's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This one from 35 yards away. Tucker's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season, so let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll get started up at FedEx Field in our nation's capital, and it's the Cardinals who are out in front in that one. The Cardinals trying to hold on and claim victory. From there, let's head over to Minneapolis to check on the Vikings at home at US Bank Stadium. And they've got the lead in their matchup with the Tampa Bay Bucks. Russell Gage, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. Finally, we're off to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. A touchdown pass there for the rookie number 2 overall pick, C.J. Stroud. The Eagles got a solid first half from last year's MVP runner-up, Jalen Hurts. He was able to take it in himself for the game's only touchdown. And you wonder if this coaching staff will ask him to do a bit more the rest of the way. It's a new season, so both of these coaching staffs likely making plenty of adjustments after their first half of football. So for the call of the second half here in Week 1, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Moore now on the return. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter.
This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
Third down and 1. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks.
So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts.
Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
I felt that one all the way up here. How about that big man laying out and making that catch?
Yeah, that wasn't a 180-pound wideout. That was a tight end. They'll try the right side with Elliott. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30.
Hold everything because we got an injury, and it's a notable one. Ezekiel Elliott in some discomfort following that last play. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 5.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Flushed out right. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3.
Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
Obviously, a big play was needed, and you can see his eyes light up as he realized there's absolutely no one in front of him. And he takes off and goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a first down, but a big gain to boot.
Now back to throw. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers.
Nico Collins
From 3 yards out.
and the 49ers are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
Tucker with the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Peoples-Jones going to elect not to run this out, and they'll begin at the 25.
Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2.
On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
They'll give to Algier out of the gun.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. How about Jonathan Allen there pushing upfield to make the stop behind the line? So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
Pickett back to throw.
And he'll find Thielen on the right side. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Pickett.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
Will Anderson
in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day.
Well, there's no doubt in my mind that he dreamed of this. How about this for your debut? 2nd sack in the opener.
Yeah, it's great to get 1. That's memorable. 2? Hello.
Now, he dreamed about it. He thought about it. Did he ever expect it to happen? Probably not.
7 yards on the return after a punt of 39.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
San Francisco.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Throw right side, taken in by Collins.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Running left, Achane. Down inside the 40.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
2nd down, here's Hurts. Over the middle, he gets it to Collins.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5.
They'll run, Achane.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
A 4-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Illegal touching. Offense.
So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. Boy, such a good drive. You'd hate to have it end in 3. Do you think about going for it?
Absolutely. I mean, the fact that they moved the ball so well should lead you to the decision that maybe we should go for it right here. Also, as a head coach, show some confidence in your team. Let them know you think they can go get it.
Holding. Offense.
Well, they got the ball already. They're not going to risk the yardage and running another 4th down. They decline it.
And what was that they taught you in law school, that possession is 9/10 of the law?
I didn't go to law school.
Oh, you didn't? I thought you did. Well, actually, I'm going to put...
And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety.
Well, it's pretty evident that that's not the way you want to try and establish momentum ahead of a possible 4th-quarter comeback, because you needed points there, at least something to build out for your next series. That was neither. Instead, it's a huge play for a defense that now has no doubt it can finish this game off.
And remember, following the safety, you give the football up as well, and they free kick it from the 20 now. It's taken to the 26. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Hurts. That's into the hands of Parkinson, the tight end.
2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And the 49er 1st down.
Up the middle, Achane.
And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this 3rd quarter play. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the fourth and final quarter.
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. He has enough for the first down on the keeper, a gain of 6.
It's a gain of 6. First down, San Francisco.
A give left side. Here's Achane.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
And this offense on third down today, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Throwing is Hurts. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane.
And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
They'll go. Achane.
And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Again, it's Achane.
Able to slither by
to about the 26 here.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. A 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the 49ers are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Well, Charles, no matter what the prognosticators say before the season, whether they think you're going to be good, bad, or somewhere in the middle, you never quite know. And now, before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the... So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will bump the lead up to 26. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go.
Donovan Peoples-Jones now from the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Pittsburgh offense making their way back out. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one, because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 23-yard line.
Here's Pickett. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Pickett, he'll look to throw it. That is caught.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Over 100 yards receiving for him now in the opener, and it's a first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
Complete to Adam Thielen. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 45-yard line.
Pickett right back to the air again. Dumps this one off to Algier. He's across midfield. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 43. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. With this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline, because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll make it second down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
2nd and 5. Pickett will look to throw it here. This ball complete. It's an out route to Thielen. 7 yards there and a first down.
That's another Steelers first down. First and 10.
They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. A quick throw there is incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll throw again with Pickett. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Looking to throw, Pickett. That's complete, right around the 8. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Now it looks like we're going to get a stoppage here. An injured Steeler on that last play. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. He's got it. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
Completed pass brings up a 4th down situation. Do you play analytics on this one? Well, what do your analytics tell you about going for it here? I wonder what they would say.
They tell me you're down by this margin 4th quarter. You're going. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And this 49er defense stands tall down near the goal line. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
San Francisco set to go on offense once more. And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try to finish things off here in the 4th quarter. Here's Achane to start the drive. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Right back to Achane on 2nd down. Shedding the tackle. And they'll get him down here at the 23. 54 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
I know we're in the era of wide open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football. We just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record, but everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between week 1 and week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for San Francisco, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.
It's week 2 of the National Football League. And we'll see Nick Bolton, who had a strong showing last week with an 8-tackle game. It's the Rams and the Niners, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
From the second largest city in the U.S., Los Angeles, California, we've got football as EA Sports coverage of the NFL is on the air. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Los Angeles Rams.
Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you look at this Rams team as they interplay. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
On the other side of the field for the visiting 49ers, they come off a good win in the opener on the road, and they get a second road game here.
Yeah, the schedule makers didn't really do them any favors, but if they can win here and get to 2-0 on the road, they could be well set up for the rest of the year.
And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25.
So out come the Rams now for their first possession.
Leading them out, a first-round pick in the 2017 NFL Draft, former Clemson Tiger, Deshaun Watson.
And he makes it so difficult for all defenses because when he's got the ball, it's hard to say when a play is truly over because he can create from any spot on the field and in any situation, even when it appears that he's contained. When he's running your offense, a big play could arrive from any possible spot.
A look there at his numbers on the ground a week ago. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you know, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
You look at this Niner defense.
Coming into this one, ranked number 19 in the NFL against the pass.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window, because this is what you prepare for, this is what you practice for, this is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking on the #1 overall offense in the league.
3rd and 2, Watson.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have a Rams first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
Watson.
Throw out right, pulled in by Downs.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
And Deshaun Watson, when you think about the toughest quarterbacks in the league to game plan against, he's got to be in your top 5, does he not?
And when you talk about game planning, putting him in the top 5, that's an easy call because he can make every throw. That's not an issue at all. He has great touch delivering the football, but that mobility, that added dimension, when he escapes the pocket and those receivers find their way open, short, medium, and long, he finds the right guy. And last but not least, his toughness. He can stand in the pocket, take a hit, and deliver.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Here's Watson. And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Second down and a little more than a yard here.
Out of the gun, Watson. And the Niners get there and bring him down.
Now a pause for an injury, and that's the quarterback, Deshaun Watson, who's shaken up a bit. Well, hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers.
They'll be led out by a Heisman runner-up during his college days. It's the versatile Jalen Hurts.
We talk so much about how coaches script things, especially on offense, to start a season, to start a game, whatever it is. Could they have scripted a better start in terms of playing? Offensive player of the week in the NFC, and his team won their season opener.
Absolutely. Perfect start to the year, but all the talk was, hey, that was week 1. Now we got to move forward.
Let's do it again in week 2. That's what he's told his teammates.
And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Achane here. They stay on the ground. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stop that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Well, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Pulled in at the 24. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen.
Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line.
Up the middle with Barkley. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
That's leaking to the right, and he missed it by a foot or 2. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, and other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
Here's Hurts to throw.
The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
They go play action with Hurts. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete. The Niners at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And this would be quite a start for them if they could win 2 straight on the road.
Yeah, the schedule makers didn't do them any favors. They gave them 2 road games right out of the gate. But the thinking on the team has to be, imagine if we win these 2 games. What a setup for the rest of the season for us.
A good pickup there at 22.
So 1st and goal from the 9-yard line.
Now Elliott. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts.
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Tyler Boyd. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the 49ers are on the board first on the road here in L.A. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it's finished off by the touchdown from Tyler Boyd. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. L.A. readies for its next possession. And they were in field goal range last time out, but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. Takes this to the 27, give him 4 yards. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. To throw, it's Wentz. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. Returning it is Moore. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return, and they will take over 1st and 10. The 49ers ready to set up shop again offensively. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. A run straight ahead with Achane.
That was a good forceful run, and it demonstrates why you've got to put your body on a runner when you're trying to tackle him. If you just go in there and just try and get him down with arm tackles, usually doesn't work very well, and we saw on that play, they run right through those attempted plays.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott, and he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up 1st downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Hurts throw pulled in by Kittle. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On 2nd down, Elliott. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the 1st down sack. Hurts. Under pressure, and they got to him again. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. A tough spot here as they approach the line of scrimmage. A long way to go to try to pick up this 1st down. They set up the screen. Achane has it. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott set to do the punting honors. it'll skip out of bounds as the linesman will mark this thing right at the 15-yard line. L.A. set to take over again on offense. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit.
And now a fumble. The ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Well, this hasn't been their cleanest first half of football. Last thing they wanted to do was give it up to the opposition, but able to keep it as it goes out of bounds.
Yeah, tough first half, no doubt about it, but if they turn it over there, now things turn around.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sack. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. To throw is Wentz. Flush to his right. That he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Here's more on the return. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return, and out will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They were winners a week ago over the Steelers, and they lead this one as well as they start here 1st and 10. That's complete. It's Collins. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
2nd down. Here's Hurts. And his throw here's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Hurts sets up to throw it. Dancing to his left. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Personal foul. Unnecessary roughness. Defense.
A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Throw caught by Achane. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Now Justin Tucker's out to try the field goal. Right hash mark of 42-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. Now the Rams offense getting the football back. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Now Wentz. Working the middle, and it's a fumble. On one of the linebackers.
Akers has got it, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this.
What's the deal, y'all?
Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Buying time to his left. Got a man. It's Collins complete. A 5-yard pass on first down and another 5-yard connection there. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On first down, Hurts. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. Second down coming up. Back to throw again. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field that took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. They'll look to throw again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain, let's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodge 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on third and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays, fire another one into the end zone.
Give him 4 yards there, but they're still well short of the goal line with fourth down now looming. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This a chip shot, a 20-yarder. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise. And the Niners will extend their lead on the final play of the half. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Tucker with the extra point. And that makes our score 17-0. Sorry, Coach, put a pin in that. We are going to move right on to the third quarter here. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to go to begin quarter number 3. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for San Francisco. He'll look to set up his blockers. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. Throwing on first is Wentz. Completes it to Aguilar. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll bring up second down.
Brings up second and 7 at the 38-yard line.
Wentz now to throw. Looking for the out route, and he's got more. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. A first down carry for Barkley. Gets past one man. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. On play action, it's Wentz. Finding more on the out route for the completion. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now Wentz. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 2nd down and a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
They go back to the ground now with Barkley, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Well, another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Barkley. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. He lost 6 there on the first down play. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. They'll go to Barkley again. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Elliott is good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. So that maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but it does get them back within a couple of scores.
And at this point in the 3rd quarter, you don't have much margin for error, and that means you can't have drives that end with nothing. Whether it's a punt, a turnover on downs, those have to go away. You have to end with a kick, either a field goal or an extra point after a touchdown.
And the 49ers getting set to trot out there. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Running right, here's Achane. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that will bring up second down.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
On second down, a run by Achane. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Here's Hurts to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. His throw incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. And that takes us from second to third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Now, hold everything here because this is about the last guy that they would want to see shaken up. Quarterback Jalen Hurts in some discomfort. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Tucker's kick is good. Well, I don't know if you ever go into a game expecting to attempt a kick of 62 yards. Charles, not only attempt it, but make it one of the longest kicks that we've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm not sure you ever go into a game expecting to kick one of this distance, but all the better kickers, they do dream of it. And they show what they can do in practice and convince their coaches to give them a chance. That one surely paid off.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time. Two more possessions.
Once again here on 2nd and 10. Throw out right, pulled in by Downs. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. Here's Andy Lee now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taking it about the 36. Powers through. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because What you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel. So it's a quarter that saw these two teams trade field goals here as we've reached the end of 3 quarters of play. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And they'll give this to A-Chan. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First down, San Francisco.
From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
A-Chan on the counter. Fighting through it, he's got space. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 55 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage. They're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
Elliott. They push forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. Defense keeps him out of the end zone there. Now, will they go for it? And if so, can they do it one more time?
Yeah, I just don't know if it's worth it going for it because what we've seen from the defense so far, every gap is taken care of. Everyone is sound in their coverage. No one is breaking free. And those ball carriers are getting tagged. If I were them, I'd think very hard about just taking 3 points and taking their dignity and moving on.
And the ball's at the 2, spotted at the 2, so a pretty good chunk to go. They tried to let the fullback pound it in between the tackles, but he stopped up short. And this Rams defense comes up with a goal line stand. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And, boy, this defense, again, really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. Call it a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Here's Wentz to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Taking a couple yards shy of midfield. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. 10th carry now for Elliott. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 31 yards there and a first down. They've kept him in check until that run. That's the first time he's really gotten loose in this game.
And they have to keep that in mind. Don't dwell on the fact that he finally had a big run. You kind of are counting on that as the game went on. Get back to what you were doing before. Start limiting him again.
Fighting him off. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
And now they'll throw with Allen. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Touchdown 49ers. Kyle Juszczyk from 4 yards out. And the 49ers are on their way to a 2-0 start. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is now 24. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. To throw is Wentz. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. Down to about the 22 here. 73 yards rushing for him now to this point. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And they'll get him down right about the 20. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, Elliott shutting defenders at the 15. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, we're beyond the tone setting right now. This guy's been the bell cow all day, and they'll continue to rely on him to move the chains, drain the clock, and lead his team.
Ready up!
Now Elliott. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Let's go now.
2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
So the victory here for San Francisco, and it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right?